It's an all-Ohio final here at 135 pounds, just as it was last year when we had Hurley and McIntyre. This year we have the four-time state champion from St. Edward High School, Ryan Lang, 40-0 this year, and he'll be wrestling an old foe from Lakota West High School, Zach Flake, 46-3 this year, and the state champ in Ohio at 140 pounds.
And we're underway at 135. Brian, if this match were any other tonight, approaches the magnitude of that match last year between Hurley and McIntyre. Oh my goodness, what a match that was.
One of the great matches we've had in national high schools. These boys wrestled for the state title in Ohio as juniors at 130 pounds with Lang an easy 12-5 winner. They were both at 135 pounds much of the year. And Flake decided maybe 140 would be a more congenial weight class when it came to the state tournament time. He went there and was able to take the state title when Mason Strauss, who we'll see next week, was suspended from school, and when he was able to beat Charlie Agazzino in the finals. Agazzino finishing third here.
And we're back underway here at 135 pounds after a stoppage for the headgear. Still no score between the two Ohioans. And Brian, you know, Lang, in the legendary history of the St. Ed's program, they had never had a four-timer until now. And Lang becomes that young man.
Well, I'll tell you, whenever you set a new standard at St. Edwards, it's quite an accomplishment, especially one like four-time state champion. I mean, Alan Freed didn't do it. Jimmy Heffernan or Greg Olinsky didn't do it. Mason Lenhart or Mark Jane, they weren't able to do it either. But Lang did, and he did it in superb style this year. He has not really been challenged in any of the matches in Ohio. And in fact, he has really not been challenged here.
He has certainly accomplished nearly everything he could at the high school level. He's looking for one more thing tonight, a national title, and then it'll be interesting to see where he goes and what he does in college. As he gets the two here on the takedown with 52 seconds to go, and he's gonna go ahead and ride a little from top position. Sits into the crab and throws a half, looking for a tilt. He's close.
Got two there.
Certainly securing some near fall. We'll see how many.
Well, in terms of college, we'll know where he goes. He's going to Northwestern.
Right.
How he'll do is interesting. Northwestern's program has been a little more abundant in the last few years, but with both he and Jake Herbert, who we'll see at 171 pounds going there, I think that program is likely to have a strong upgrade.
He did only get the two near fall there, so it's a 4-0 lead with 15 seconds going. You're absolutely right, Brian, as he looks for more near fall here. Anytime you add two wrestlers of that caliber to a college lineup where there's only 10 weight classes, they can make a significant difference.
And of course they had Mike Delguy from this area last year who was third in this competition. There's two more back points, and it's 6-0 at the end of one, a very fast-paced first period.
And here's one of the tilts. He had two sets of these and has the 6-0 lead after the first period. Nice work from the top position after that takedown by Lang. Now he's in the bottom position to start the second period with the 6-point lead. Having watched Flake in the past, Brian, has he worked well from top, or is he better on his feet? What have you seen from him in the past?
He's very good on his feet. Whether that will score against Lang, who is very good at everything, is hard to tell yet. But Flake is very good. And like I said, he moved up a weight class late in the season, not always easy to do, and converted that into a state title. And in Ohio, there are some tough wrestlers at every weight class, and Flake was a fairly dominant figure at 140 pounds.
He's been fairly dominant in this tournament. One close match in his second bout, but other than that, his closest match, a 6-point win. As Lang's back in on the legs here and looking for his second takedown of the match.
Yeah, that close match for Flake was a 7-6 win over number 3 ranked Josh Torella, which I would characterize as a mild upset at the minimum.
And Torella fought all the way back to take a third place. He, of course, will be wrestling at Michigan and from the state of Michigan.
Yes, Torella's dad was an NCAA champion for Michigan. He's known for the famous tilt called the Torella. Lang is just going to town, showing his dominance. The four-time state champ is just taking it to Flake in this big match.
He just dominated at both the Iron Man and the Beast of the East out-of-state tournaments with strong fields, and he's doing the same here now. 12-0, still a half minute to go in the second period.
He's a hammer, and he's a bright guy, heading for Northwestern on scholarship. And another athlete coming up later, Jason Herbert from Pennsylvania, is also a Northwestern scholarship athlete signed early in the fall. It's good to see these bright wrestlers dominating and doing well.
15 seconds to go now in the second, and the 12-point lead. It's been all Lang, as a lot of people would have suspected, and that takes nothing away from Flake, but just an outstanding wrestler. You get one of these guys every few years in a weight class who is just able to dominate nearly anybody. And 135 to go, no change.
Lang is just a very, very big 135-pounder. We have in the wrestling chair, I see John Heffernan and Jeff Leonard from St. Ed's coaching, and they have worked with him extensively.
Yeah, that whole coaching staff, those kids are spoiled with good men. They have a lot. They've surrounded the kids in that program with great guys. There was a nice single leg. Good job by Flake, and that's what he's done throughout the tournament to almost everybody else, is taking them down with good low-level changes, and it held him down. But here, Lang is not going to have any of that. Lang did a great job of scrambling after the takedown to get a quick escape.
And approaching a minute to go, back on their feet now at 13-2.
St. Ed's and Blair, the only two high schools with two finalists here.
And both those schools are in unique situations. They're schools that draw kids from the surrounding areas to get the hardcore motivated 8th graders choose to attend St. Ed's and Blair because they've established those rich traditions, and good kids get together with good coaches. And
well, the other thing is that what I've seen is that programs that go out of state that wrestle high-profile national-type high school tournaments are now drawing the better kids, and it's creating a kind of a mismatch between a few high schools and then everybody else in the state. I'm not sure that that's totally positive.
Mixed emotions about it. It's good for the elite kids to get great competition and develop, and it's fun for them. But obviously, it doesn't provide much parity after the first tier of teams.
And back to our action, we get the stoppage with 13 seconds to go. Still the 11-point lead for Lang, trying to add yet another trophy to the case. He has so many already.
He has a lot already.
He got a standing ovation at the end of the Ohio State tournament when he won his 4th state title.
11th wrestler to do so, first from St. Ed's, and now he'll add something else to the resume, and it is a national championship to St. Edwards and to Ryan Lang, a 15-2 final here at the buzzer. What a career, and he ends it in grand style, Brian.
Not the shyest of wrestlers that we've seen.
Ryan Lang from St. Edwards High School, national champion at 135 pounds.